I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Right now on 27 News at 5, the last U.S. evacuation plane leaves Afghanistan, marking the official end of America's 20-year war.
Plus, thousands remain at risk in Louisiana in the aftermath of Hurricane Ida, where the storm is heading now as rescuers race against the clock.
And a neighborhood is relieved after police arrest a man caught peeping into people's homes.
Like, we got the flash in his face, and he was still just standing there.
What we're learning about the suspect's past right now.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News at 5, voted Best Evening Newscast.
Good evening, I'm Katie McCall in for Amber.
And I'm George Smith. The last U.S. military planes have left Afghanistan.
The United States has now completed its withdrawal from Afghanistan, ending America's longest war.
Tonight's withdrawal signifies both the end of the military component of the evacuation, but also the end of the nearly 20-year mission that began in Afghanistan shortly after September 11th, 2001.
The U.S. troops' evacuation efforts allowed more than 122,000 people to escape Afghanistan. About 5,500 of them are American citizens. But the U.S. State Department says up to 250 more Americans are still trying to leave. The White House says even though the mission is over, its work continues.
Thousands of Afghan refugees are being housed at Fort McCoy in western Wisconsin, and Governor Tony Evers is firing off at GOP-raised concerns about the screening process. Several Republicans, including former President Donald Trump, have criticized the vetting process and warned about terrorists being allowed into the country. Evers says those people are uninformed.
Somehow they are terrorists, even though they've been vetted 4, 5, 6 times, even before they left Afghanistan. To me, it's dog whistle crap, and we don't need any of that.
Air Force officials say around 3,000 refugees are currently being housed at Fort McCoy. We'll continue following developments in this story throughout the evening. You can stay up to date when you're away from the TV using the 27 News Now app. It's free to download.
In Louisiana, rescuers are scrambling to reach areas cut off by Hurricane Ida. The powerful Category 4 hurricane was one of the worst in that state's history.
And as ABC's Elizabeth Schulze reports, the threat is not over.
Rescue efforts are underway in Louisiana after Hurricane Ida left a trail of devastation. The Coast Guard surveying the damage as first responders struggle to reach some of the hardest hit areas.
We know there's standing water. We're hearing reports of very high water, people trapped in their attics.
At least one person has died in the storm. A number Louisiana's governor warns will go up.
We have thousands of people out right now with high water vehicles and boats who are doing search and rescue.
In Louisiana and Mississippi, more than 1 million customers are still without power. Officials say it could be days or even weeks before the lights come back on.
These normally bustling streets of New Orleans are now eerily quiet. Mostly what we can hear is the sound of backup power generators. This was a historic landmark where Louis Armstrong learned to love to play the trumpet. Now it is bricks, shattered glass, a pile of debris.
Ida rapidly intensified as it made landfall as a powerful Category 4 storm, hitting higher than usual water temperatures likely linked to climate change.
The levee protection over here normally is about, 7 feet at the max, and that was certainly overtopped.
In a meeting with state and local officials, President Biden pledging the full support of the federal government.
Now, the mayor of New Orleans says the city avoided a worst-case scenario, referring to Hurricane Katrina, which was, of course, 16 years ago. We have been watching the Mississippi River. The water level was rising during the storm all throughout the day. It has now come back down. That is a positive sign as the city recovers from yet another storm. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New Orleans.
AAA says gas prices are expected to rise in the aftermath of Ida. The storm paused much of the gasoline refining and oil production along the Gulf Coast. Shell, Phillips 66, and Exxon temporarily closed their refineries. The national average is $3.15 right now, but Gas Buddy says prices could go up another 5 to 15 cents. Of course, this is as we get ready for the long holiday weekend.
Yes, and in southern Wisconsin, the weather's looking very nice leading up to it. Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler has the details.
Hey,
what's
guys,
going on?
This is what I'm talking about. Saturday, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was the hottest day of the year.
It was a little
tough.
toasty.
Yeah, it was just like you could wear, it was like sweltering outside.
Yes.
I'm fine with this. These are my favorite type of days, and I do believe September is probably the month where you get the nicest weather of the entire year, because you get this, and I know it's not September yet, but you get mornings that are nice, crisp, upper 50s, low 60s. That's what this morning was. And then as I roll through the afternoon today, you go to the low 80s. So you can kind of get away with the summer activities and still have the comfortable nights. And we're going to do that again tonight. Looking out on Monona, it's 82, calm, perfect day to be on the water. I think the next week looks phenomenal. This is the story. The dew points are much lower after about the highest we've had all year on Saturday to now dry. It just feels amazing, and that's going to take out all the moisture out there. Just a couple of clouds off to our north. So this is what you get on these evenings. You have those perfect type evenings. I always look at 8 to 10, that evening walk. 74 to 68 degrees. It's what you set your house at this evening, so make sure to get outside and enjoy it. We'll see lows, I think, in the upper 50s by tomorrow morning. So I'll let you know how long this is going to last. Take a look at Labor Day weekend forecast coming up in a bit.
All right, John, thank you. Madison police say they have arrested a man who was caught on camera peeping into homes on Madison's East Isthmus.
In a story we first reported last week, people living in the Tenney Lapham neighborhood caught this man looking through windows late at night. Tony Galli has got you covered on what we're learning about the suspect's past.
I was just anxious, so anxious coming outside past dark by myself.
The man in this surveillance video created anxiety by allegedly peeping into windows downtown. And after 27 News showed this video last week and people identified him to us, police made an arrest. 50-year-old Brian Linz of Madison, a registered sex offender who was also out of jail on a signature bond after being accused last month of watching women through a window on West Gilman Street.
The suspect actually lives in this neighborhood on the Isthmus, and as much as that surveillance video from a home here helped make people aware of the situation, there is also a compelling eyewitness.
Bridget Hogan says just a pane of glass separated her from the peeping Tom.
Face to face, absolutely.
And despite the household screaming for this man to leave the property,
he was taking his sweet time, like moving from the window to the front of the house.
Brian Linz's history not only includes peeping for sexual gratification, he's burglarized at least one home.
The cops were really pursuing not just giving him a low ball arrest, not just like a disorderly. They were getting all the information and evidence they could to push further.
And it's believed the man in the video is now the subject of a jail booking photo. In Madison, Tony Galli, 27 News.
Madison police are asking the public for more information on peeping incidents and the potential actions of Brian Linz. He's scheduled to appear in Dane County Court tomorrow.
The man who killed a University of Iowa student 3 years ago is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Christian Bahena Rivera stabbed Molly Tibbetts to death in 2018. He received the mandatory sentence for first-degree murder in Iowa, which does not have the death penalty.
The largest school district in the area starts classes September 2nd. That's Thursday. But officials are still making changes to the COVID-19 safety policy. Tonight, the Madison Metropolitan School District Board will meet to decide whether to enforce a vaccine mandate for staff members. Superintendent Carlton Jenkins announced Friday he's in favor of the order. The union that represents teachers in the district is also announcing its support. In a statement, Madison Teachers, Inc. says, in part, as educators, we model positive behaviors all the time. One way is by taking the responsibility of our students' safety with the utmost prioritization. Being vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus is the strongest weapon in our arsenal to combating this virus. 8 Democratic state lawmakers representing Dane County signed a letter saying it's encouraging to see Madison Teachers, Inc. in favor of a vaccine mandate and say they're encouraging the school board to enact a policy.
The Education Department says it's investigating 5 Republican-led states with universal mask bans. It says the policies could amount to discrimination against students with disabilities or health conditions and prevent them from being able to attend class. The department's Office for Civil Rights sent letters to the heads of education in Iowa, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Utah. Still ahead, the new data shows just how effective masking is for students who are still too young to get vaccinated.
Plus, you'll want to check twice before buying that plane ticket. New travel restrictions are going into effect in some European countries.
And why the CDC says the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccine against hospitalizations could be changing.
As we prepare to open up, let's start locally with your old Foxy Confined kitchen. If the last year has taught you anything, it was likely what you loved or hated about your home. Let's make sure your home remodel dreams come true this year. Better home, better value, better call Sims.
Locally owned Stanley Steamer has been proudly servicing southwestern Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call Stanley Steamer today for your free quote and have 94% of allergens removed from your carpet this week.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
American Girl is now hiring for seasonal positions in both our Middleton and DeForest facilities. We're looking for warehouse associates, material handlers, and remote customer service agents to join our team. Hourly wages starting at $16 an hour. Learn more and apply today at AmericanGirl.com.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Get a Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress for only $67 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month special financing. During our Labor Day sale, save up to $700 on all Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. And with free delivery and Steinhoffels 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from reflux, please join us for our upcoming seminar on the Lynx device, a new and innovative treatment to stop reflux.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
New jets, new yachts, new hobbies. The ultra-rich got ultra-richer during the pandemic because Republicans in Congress have been working for them, protecting loopholes for tax-dodging billionaires instead of helping working people who'd benefit from a fair share tax plan that Republicans are trying to block. And Ron Johnson's one of them. The rich don't need new jets, but Wisconsin does need a new senator. MoveOn.org. Political action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
School is where dreams begin. It's where we start to see ourselves not as what we are, but as what we can become.
This year, as students head back to the classroom, we know you have questions, and 27 News has answers.
Just as Americans begin to travel more, the European Union is recommending restrictions on tourists traveling from the U.S.
The EU says the amount of new COVID-19 infections in the U.S. is concerning. The decision to remove the U.S. from the safe list of countries for non-essential travel reverses its advice in June. It's not a hard and fast rule, though. Each EU nation can allow fully vaccinated U.S. travelers if they want. COVID-19 hospitalizations in the state are reaching a new 8-month high. There are now more than 900 patients statewide. The weekly average of new cases is at nearly 1,700. When it comes to vaccinations, progress is still slow. A little more than 54% of the population has received their first dose. 51% is fully vaccinated.
The COVID-19 vaccine's ability to keep people out of the hospital may be dropping slightly. The CDC previously estimated 97% of people being treated for the virus were unvaccinated. That number is now estimated to be between 75 and 95%. The CDC says the decline appears to affect mostly people who are older than 75, and the Delta variant appears to be the problem. But the agency says vaccines remain highly effective at preventing serious illness. Next, the changes local school districts are making to their COVID-19 policies as students head back to class.
Plus, a wildfire emergency forces thousands to evacuate a western resort town.
And we'll take a look at where Ida is heading to next and what that means for us. Your forecast is coming up.
It's easy to update your home at the Brothers Maine Labor Day Super Sale. Saving is easier on tons of great brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. And Maine makes getting more easier with up to 18 months of 0% financing. Want even more easy? Select items include free delivery through Monday. That's the More Store. The Labor Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more easy. Hurry in and see today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
With eye care, members receive up to $1,200 per year in over-the-counter products delivered right to their door or redeemed in store using an eye care benefit card. What's more, our members receive additional benefits, including a silver sneakers membership, dental and vision coverage, and a 90-day supply of medications for just one copay. Call the Eye Care Benefit Helpline for a free consultation to get all the benefits you're entitled to. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for you and your health.
Do you battle stress, anxiety, or depression? Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place, and I want you to take a chill pill. You need to know about our #1 selling product called Chill Pill. This supplement is a blend of herbs formulated to reduce cortisol for stress relief, calm your mind from anxious thoughts, and balance your serotonin to uplift the mood. For $1 a day, you can strengthen your body and treat stress naturally. Stop by one of our 4 Madison-based locations or check us out online at findyourhealthyplace.com.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a series.
Help prevent coronavirus infections in at least half of susceptible K-12 students.
Projections by researchers from North Carolina State University show those measures could reduce the proportion of infected students to as low as 1/4. Without any mitigation measures, between 75 and 90% of susceptible students may get infected in the first 3 months of school.
The CDC says roughly 36% of kids ages 12 to 16 are vaccinated. That number jumps to 46% for 16 and 17-year-olds. The CDC says teen vaccinations will be important as schools continue to return to in-person learning. And research shows teens who initiate COVID-19 vaccinations on their own are more likely to get both of their doses.
Many Wisconsin school districts begin the fall semester this week, including the Portage Community School District. District Administrator Joshua Sween says preparations have been fluid. They've had to make several changes because of the Delta variant.
So we went back to a lot of the same mitigation strategies that we used last year that seemed to work very well, including masks, distancing, and a number of the other cleaning things that we had to do last year.
Sween says despite the setback, kids are looking forward to a more normal start to the school year. Students will be in class 5 days a week in person.
Some school districts have already started classes, but for most students, they head back midweek. A lot of districts begin classes on Wednesday. That includes Janesville, Beloit, Sauk Prairie, DeForest, along with Oregon, Waunakee, and Verona. A few welcome students back today: River Valley, Cambria, Friesland, and Fall River. Beloit Turner begins classes tomorrow. Students at UW-Madison move into their dorms and apartments on campus this week. Move-in days will create more traffic and congestion in the campus area until Thursday. Each student has received a specific date and time to move. Families are expected to bring masks, a photo ID, and printed parking permit.
As families prepare for students to go back to school, many are rushing to the store to get last-minute supplies. While it's tempting to buy all the new shiny things on the list, those small purchases can really add up. One area mom and blogger has an idea that might save you some money.
We actually went through the supplies that our kids brought back at the end of the last school year and discovered that we had quite a few things that weren't used at all, like notebooks and folders.
She says once you know what you can reuse, it's easier to tackle supply lists on a budget.
Now, 27 storm track weather with Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler.
Beautiful start to the work week. Temperature still made it to around 80 to 82 degrees out there, and it is just about the dew points. The moisture is absolutely gone. And you think about this weekend, it easily made it to around 100 in a few spots on Saturday for the heat index, and that was just from that sweltering dew point. We had about 5 days there with dew points in the middle 70s. 70s humid. That's just wild. So yes, it's warm, but it's the dew points that actually make it feel hot, like I was saying. So if you go from 75 to 50, what does that mean? Well, it takes out about 4 times the amount of moisture out of the atmosphere. So that's what that is. That 25-degree drop is 4 times less moisture. So will the moisture stay low? It actually will. we were tropical, or we were like in the banner, or whatever that is, jungle-like. But now we're going to be comfortable. Even tomorrow, comfortable. Wednesday, dry. So you can almost imagine high pressure is just dominant through Thursday. Now, the next system will get us a little uptick Friday and Saturday, but it's nothing like what we saw this weekend. I think that sweltering, blazing hot heat might be behind us, because I look at the next 10 days, you look at, this does include Labor Day, we're supposed to be cooler than average. That should get us in the 70s most days, and that is what I have in my forecast. So to have middle 90s as you go into, middle September, late September, it gets difficult. Usually that first week of September, maybe the second week, is your best chance to see 90s. It's really quiet right now. So let's take a look at Ida. Nothing's really happening. Ida is going to actually suck in a low from Rapid City. You can still see nice swirl to it. It looks like it's going to move over Cincinnati, Ohio, and then up towards Pittsburgh area. So we will watch a low that will actually bring some rain in Iowa, but these two lows are going to collide. Ida is just a big low now. So for us, I think we're going to be quiet tomorrow. We'll see some cloud cover throughout the day. I'm not going to call it tomorrow perfectly sunny, maybe even partly cloudy at times. So you'll see this low and the boundary start coming together, and that's Ida, that's tomorrow. I think they'll just kind of congeal into one and weaken, but still a lot of moisture. But for us, the high pressure is just dominant. I really don't think we're going to see a whole lot except for cloud cover tomorrow. That's it. Partly cloudy tomorrow, and then sunshine's back Wednesday, Thursday. Rain amounts, I think Pittsburgh's off down here. It says 0.67. I do think we're going to see 4 to 5 inches. Ton of rain, but we're really quiet. So what about us? Chances for rain? Nada. I'm not going much at all until Friday, or Thursday night into Friday, our first chance for showers, and that will come along the boundary. 59, mostly clear tonight. Enjoy tonight. Tonight's going to be a great night. 80 degrees tomorrow. Perfect day. Maybe I could have gone partly sunny at times. I do think we'll have more cloud cover tomorrow than, say, Wednesday. As you go to Thursday into Friday, that is the next cold front. Right now, giving you a little taste of Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It looks really good. I mean, a lot of times our forecast loves to change 6-7 days out. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this one right now because it is a really quiet pattern. Ida's going to suck all the systems east, so maybe we should get high pressure.
That's a great looking week.
I know. Yeah, I'm happy if there's not rain on there, I don't know what I'd talk about. So thank goodness for the rain Thursday night and Friday morning.
Makes your job easy.
Labor Day weekend. Looking good. All right. Officials have a warning for people who are living near Lake Tahoe. Leave right now. The Caldor fire is growing and getting closer to the resort city straddling California and Nevada. Evacuation orders are now in effect for the entire city of South Lake Tahoe. Around 22,000 people live in that city. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is following the fire, which has grown to more than 277 square miles. We'll have you covered on this wildfire emergency and the race to save lives right after this newscast. Next, we've got you covered on why experts say we're seeing a drop in online flight bookings.
Plus, if you want to get tested for COVID-19 without leaving your home, you're out of luck.
Sims Exteriors and Remodeling have teamed up with Pella to bring you the best of both worlds. #1 in workmanship and products. The only lifetime warranty wood window on the market. Sims and Pella, only the best. Better home, better value, better call Sims.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
The open road is waiting. Well-qualified lessees can sign and drive this 2021 Equinox LT for around $350 a month, or make no monthly payments for 90 days on most 2021 Equinox models when you purchase.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Build your brand through corporate wear and promotional products with Trendy Now promotions in Waunakee. In-house screen printing and embroidery for any size order. Web stores for corporate, club sports, and school districts.
Trendy Now promotions.
We bring your brand to life.
Visit Oktoberfest in Wanakee September 17th to the 19th. Party with Pat McCurdy, the Happy Schnapps Combo, Madison County, and Polka. 100 plus beer taste, kids inflatables, and more. Visit Oktoberfest.com for schedule of events. Prost!
Are you ready to help advance medicine? LabCorp is recruiting healthy, non-smoking adults ages 18 to 55 for a research study at our clinic in Madison. Join us for 11 nights and 1 phone call. Up to $3,829 for time and participation. Call 608-210-5454 or visit LabCorpClinicalTrials.com today to find out how you can participate.
Tomorrow on Wake Up, back to school on a budget. How you can get your kids ready for class while saving some money.
And our dry, mild weather pattern continues. I'll let you know how long this comfortable setup lasts. Coming up on Wake Up Wisconsin, Tuesday morning.
Weather can change in the blink of an eye. When conditions turn severe, turn to the team you can trust. The 27 Storm Track Weather Team.
There is a risk of severe weather.
When weather's at its worst, we're at our best. First with 5, the 27 Storm Track Team.
Airline travel might be hitting another slump. A new report shows online bookings declined in July. Digital data analytics company Adobe Analytics says people spent more than $5 billion booking domestic flights online last month. That's a 16% drop from 2019. This is a big reversal from June when Adobe reported bookings were nearly back to pre-pandemic levels. Adobe says the change is likely due to the spread of the Delta variant. If you're having a hard time getting your hands on a COVID-19 home test, there's a good reason. Abbott Laboratories says its supply of BinX Now at-home COVID-19 tests may be constrained in the coming weeks as demand skyrockets. A company spokesperson says they've scaled up manufacturing since the Delta variant became the dominant strain.
IKEA is testing out a furniture buyback program in the U.S. Customers can bring back gently used IKEA furniture, and the store exchanges it for store credit. The furniture will then be sold in an as-is section. Recalled products and chests of drawers will not be accepted. The company says the pilot program is only in one store right now, but they plan to roll it out to others. Some bad news for coffee lovers. Coffee prices are at their highest level in 4 years. Futures for Robusta coffee, which is often used to make espresso, have jumped more than $2,000 per metric ton. Analysts point to bad weather in Brazil, which is the largest coffee producer in the world. Next, don't be fooled by this dog's sweet face. She has a very important job, and she's being recognized for all her hard work.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time. It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down! To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows ends Labor Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Summerfest built its rep on thrilling performances. Countless rock and roll Hall of Famers, emerging artists, and innovators.
And the best is yet to come.
More shows you'll brag about attending, more performers becoming legends.
More of everything that makes Summerfest, well, Summerfest.
So come as you are and come together on the lakefront for the summer's biggest party. Oh yeah, it's on. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Tickets on sale now.
It's the biggest Labor Day sale in the history of southern Wisconsin.
Chef Motors.
Get the guaranteed lowest price and a 55-inch 4K smart TV with your new car through Labor Day. We've got the cars and trucks no one else has and the lowest prices ever. This is a one-time event. 12 incredible hours, 8 to 8 Labor Day at Chef Motors, Northeast, East, and West. Sale ends Labor Day at 8 p.m.
ChefMotors.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know the value of good quality footwear. That's why we always carry top brands of boots and shoes at affordable prices. And right now, get even greater savings during our fall footwear sale. Like all pairs of Skechers, buy one, get one half off. Save $70 on these men's Carhartt work boots, just $89.99. Select men's and women's rubber boots are also on sale. And these men's cat work boots are just $69.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and
This week, honoring those we lost in Kabul with troops facing new threats as evacuations hit the hard deadline, the critical final days in Afghanistan. With so much at stake, World News Tonight with David Muir is the #1 program on television.
The 27 Storm Track team, first with 5. We've got you covered.
Coming up tonight, right after World News, on a party line vote, Republican lawmakers approved plans to spend more than $600,000 in taxpayer money to investigate last November's election. The investigation is being led by former state Supreme Court Justice Michael Gableman. A nonpartisan audit bureau within the legislature is already doing its own review. At 6, we have reaction from Governor Evers.
Finally at 5, the TSA unveils this year's winner for cutest canine security dog. Okay, can we just stop for a second and look at this dog? I mean, if you saw that dog in an airport, I'm thinking fear is not your first emotion,
no,
right?
You probably go pet it and you're like,
oh my gosh.
I'm in trouble.
I know, and the hardest thing is when you see those dogs, it'll say like, do not pet, do not pet. And if you're me, resisting that is extremely hard to do. Anyway, so this reward goes to Alona. She is a 4-year-old golden retriever, obviously, and she works at McCall International Airport in Las Vegas. Johnny was just talking about Vegas, so maybe you'll meet her when you go there.
I love it.
Alona is highly skilled and trained to detect explosives. As part of her big win, she's going to appear as the cover girl on the 2022 TSA K9 calendar. And she is adorable, and now I want her to be my dog.
CoverGirl K9, top that.
I can't. Well,
can't beat that.
No. Once they had a beagle as one of those, they have them in like New Zealand.
Oh yeah,
beagles.
Beagles are good ones.
Yeah, see, beagles are worth it. I love it. 80 degrees tomorrow, beautiful day, and 78 on Wednesday. Enjoy.
See you at 6.